Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Welcome to what should be a spirited contest here tonight between the Ducks of Anaheim and the Dallas Stars.
These guys are up against one of the hardest working teams in the league. They're going to have to play a very determined game if they're going to be successful.
You can't take a single shift off in this league. It has to be a full 60-minute effort or you just won't win. Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to Anaheim. Solani shoots it from the left. From behind the net. Pass up to Morrow. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. He misses Niedermeyer. He passes the puck to McDonald. Now it's passed to Medano. To Lettinen. Boucher. To Mike Medano. Shot from the slot. Medano to Lettinen. Jaguar stopped that. To Solani. Here come the Ducks, putting on more pressure. Here they come over the blue line. And again to Medano. Jaguar shuts the door. To Solani. Turco freezes the puck. We're ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Niedermeyer. To O'Donnell. Shoots the puck. He misses. Here's Daryl Sidor. Here's Nicholas Hagman looking for his first shot on net. Down into the post. In behind. To Sean O'Donnell. Now it's passed to Niedermeyer. He's into the attacking zone. Cuts in front from behind the net. Passed ahead to Barnes. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Inside. Shoots the puck. He misses. Taken by Anaheim. To Barnes. Shoots! Jaguar stones him cold. At center. Over to Niedermeyer. Fires it! Pass up to Hagman. Now he carries it to center. He moves it into the attacking zone. Boscheman from behind the net. To Marchand. Scooped up by Dallas. Here's Jere Lettinen, who's got one shot on net so far tonight. To Medano. Wrist shot from the slot. Just wide of the goal. Here's Wisniewski. Goes behind his net. To Todd Marchand. Now he moves it out. Kunitz. Into the slot. Passed ahead to Lettinen. Shoots the puck. Here's Jere Lettinen. That's offside. Watch how quickly this guy gets down in his butterfly.
Well, Jim, he just dares shooters to go 5-hole, then takes it away at the last second. He's lightning quick with his pads.
The faceoff goes to Anaheim. Here's Yaroslav Modry. He passes the puck to Barnaby. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. And Jeff Halpern, the only NHL player from Potomac, Maryland.
In the first period.
Fires hard. Blocked. Ponger. Niedermeyer. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break. Dallas had a handful of chances in the first, but they still find themselves in a scoreless tie.
And it's so frustrating to get that many shots and still have nothing to show for it. The key is to keep generating chances. The goals will come.
Here's Mike Modano, who's managed only one shot on net so far tonight. Fedoruk. Now passed over to McDonald. Shoots it! Turco made the save behind the net. To Morrow. Now it's passed to Solani. He turned it over to Morrow. Here come the Ducks quickly out of their own zone. Fedoruk quickly steered aside by Turco to Lettinen. Now a quick pass up to McDonald, over to Zubov. Now it's passed to Lettinen. Fired it from the slot. That's blocked to Teemu Solani. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. To Barnes. Now it's passed to Hagman. And he's stopped by Giguère. And he hangs on to the puck. Giguère denies the last scoring attempt.
He stayed with the shot and made it look easy.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Niedermeyer won the draw. Here's Bruno Saint-Jacques. He passes the puck to O'Donnell. Hedstrom. Into the corner he goes. Modry clears it safely away. Ahead to Jokinen. In front. One-timer. Quick up to Niedermeyer. Hedstrom, he's over the blue line and on the attack. Down into the corner. He turned the puck over. Pass up to Jokinen. Into the corner he goes. Shoots the puck from deep in the slot. Here's O'Donnell. Hedstrom. Puck corralled by Saint-Jacques to Wisniewski. Hedstrom. Passed over to Barnaby. Now he just gets it deep. And it's passed ahead to Perry. He steals the puck. Now ahead to Barnes. To Marchand. Marchand goes offside and the play is stopped. Turco blanked the shooter that time.
The advantage of a one-timer is its speed. He was able to follow the puck and make the save.
The faceoff goes to the Ducks. The Ducks of Anaheim take possession. It's dumped in by Niedermeyer. It's cleared out of the zone by Zubov. He passes the puck to Morrow. Giguère makes the save. To Zubov. Shoots! Behind the net. To McDonald. Throws it at the net. Here's Andy McDonald. That's stopped behind the net. Passed ahead to Lettinen. Now he brings it to center. He steals it to Teemu Solani. Thunderous hit into the boards. We're down to 2 minutes to go in this second period. To Morrow. Now passed over to Modano. He intercepted it. Out comes Chris Pronger, and he's over the blue line on the attack. Now he passes it ahead to Lettinen. Now it's passed to Barnes. The horn signals the end of the period. We're still scoreless after 2 as we head to the break. Still no score as we get ready to start the third. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The Ducks have won yet another faceoff. Here's Chris Pronger, whose shot blocking has been sensational. The shots are 10-5 for Dallas. To Lettinen. Shot hard from the right. Here's Brendan Moore. There's a quick shot, and he just missed the net. Dallas hits it up. To Lettinen. He scores! Mike Modano!
Now that's the type of play we've come to expect from Mike Modano. He's been scoring goals in this league for a long time, and it doesn't look like he plans on stopping.
Anaheim stumbles early in the third.
This squad has been playing some good defense, though. You can't really fault them for letting one in. But now they've got to show some of their offensive skills.
Ahead to Marchand. He gives it away. Now he passes it to Stefan. That's blocked and didn't get through. Kunitz. Shot the puck. No problem for Turco. Here's Corey Perry. He passes it to Barnes. Now over to Hagman. Taken by Dallas. To Hagman. Boscheman finds it to Todd Marchand. Oh, he's nailed along the boards, and that hurt. He coughs up the puck. And he passes it to Hagman. Quick shot! Here's Nicholas Hagman. He passes the puck to Perry, and he carries it to center. Now they're over the line and on the attack. Down into the corner. Another stop, taken by Boucher.
Got time, think about it.
He passes it to Zubov. Out come the Stars. They gain the blue line on the attack. And it's dumped in deep. Now it's passed ahead to Modano. To Morrow.
Got lots of time.
Shot it right on! Boucher gets called for high sticking.
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
Anaheim is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in the lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Fires it from the left.
Offside! That's good!
It's jumped on by Pronger.
Offside! Offside!
He intercepts the pass. Anaheim gobbles it up. Pass up to McDonald. Here's Teemu Selanne. He's had a good, hard-working, blue-collar game. Into the slot. Niedermeyer. Grabbed by Anaheim. One-time shot. He scores on the power play.
There's a perfect example of making good use of power play time. He saw an opportunity to take advantage of the extra man, and he did it.
That's a clutch goal. Less than 5 minutes to go, and they've tied it up.
The strategy now is to hang on till the end of the period. Definitely got the momentum.
Assisted by number 13,
Boscheman.
Teemu Selanne, and by number 20,
To Marchand.
Niedermeyer.
Right! He scores! It's back-to-back quick runs, and they're up by a goal.
There's a nice reward for a very solid two-way player. It's great to see these defensive-minded forwards put one in the back of the net.
This game just spun 180 degrees.
Everything looks different when a team can pull off that kind of late goal.
By number 22, Todd Marchand, assisted by number 10,
To Lettinen. Here come the Stars. Running out of time. They need a goal to tie. Kunitz. Now he moves it out. Delayed penalty coming up. He shoots. He gets called for holding.
And And now he'll get to watch the next 2 minutes from the penalty box.
And you can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. Anaheim has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. To Pronger. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. To Solani.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Pronger. He passes it to McDonald. Under a minute to go in the third. To Solani. Niedermeyer. One-time shot. Oh, he's made another save. To Hagman. And he just gains center and dumps the puck in. Turco is leaving the net.
Jim, they need numbers now. They need offense. There isn't much time to tie this thing up.
In front. Oh, he hit the post. Cleared down the ice by Daly. It's jumped on by Pronger. Less than 10 seconds to go. He scores on the empty net.
Well, an empty net goal is a great way to pad your stats. They don't come much easier than this one. But hey, he'll take it.
That'll just about do it.
No, not much hope for 2 goals now.
Face-off won by Medano.
Scored on the power play by number
Grab
19.
by Anaheim over center ice.
Assisted by number 7. Chris.
That's it. Dallas takes the loss and sees their winning streak come to an end. We'll wrap things up on the ice, then bring you the Dodge 3 Stars of the Game, brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Grab life by the horns.
Number 13, Timu Solani. Tonight's second star, Anaheim number 22, Todd Marchand. Tonight's first star for Anaheim, number 38, Chris Cooney.
From Anaheim, California, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.